a metropolis that never sleeps. The city's Mong Kok district is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most densely populated place on Earth, where 130,000 people live in a single square kilometre. What better use of space, then, than to construct a full-size cricket net on the third floor of a 120-year-old members' club in the very heart of this urban jungle? The Craigengower Cricket Club in Happy Valley was formed in 1894 when Hong Kong was under British colonial rule. A Scottish schoolmaster named William Drew Braidwood hoped to instill the values of cricket into his students and constructed a pitch in the heart of the city. The CCC was born. Although that pitch may have since been lost, this historic club's values are upheld to this day. Kevin Stiles is the CCC's cricket convener.
That is what has been so exciting about the whole journey with Craigengower. Lost to ground in 1976. There's absolutely no good reason that cricket is still played in any form at the club, and yet the club membership and the old members still support the game. And to have a cricket net on the third floor is of course extraordinary. To have it in the middle of Happy Valley, right next to the football club and the Happy Valley racecourse, with Times Square across the road, unique.
As a members' club throughout the 20th century, Craigengower was once the preserve of expats. However, with Hong Kong today, an administrative region of China, CCC is now an almost exclusively Chinese affair. And in this spirit, the first all-Chinese club cricket side in Hong Kong has been started by the club as part of a broader bid to encourage Chinese participation in the sport in the region. Adrian Lee is the captain of紀利雄獅.
About 3 years ago, we formed the紀利雄獅team with the aim of raising awareness of the sport in Hong Kong and attracting more and more Chinese people to it. We made it clear that this game is open to Chinese people. The Chinese players feel they're able to speak the same language and can enjoy playing cricket with their friends.
紀利雄獅are leading the way for male Chinese cricketers in Hong Kong. While 94% of Hong Kong's population is of Chinese ethnicity, no player from that community has represented the Hong Kong men's national side. Yet there's no lack of local appetite for the game. In 2012, a cricket sixers match between China and Hong Kong was televised to 40 million people.
Well, it's such a wonderful game of chess, isn't it? There are so many battles going on. You're battling yourself, you're battling your teammates, you're battling the opposition. There's competition with individuals in the other team. There's competition between the two teams. The conditions are changing. It's about as close to civilised warfare as you could possibly get. And of course, I'm smiling, but that's the nature of the spirit of the game.
Now, the Hong Kong Cricket Association hopes to translate that interest into active participation. On the international cricket stage, Hong Kong has been overachieving of late. Qualification for this year's 2020 World Cup was backed up with a tournament victory over the more established cricketing nation Bangladesh. Such success is another route to increasing the game's popularity back home. Pauline Cheong is the General Manager of the Hong Kong Cricket Association.
I believe that what the Hong Kong team achieved through qualifying for this year's T20 World Cup has been a big inspiration for local people in Hong Kong. The promotion of our achievements in national newspapers and other forms of press has attracted people from many different backgrounds to our sport. Indeed, various companies have contacted the Cricket Association to ask whether we need help. And of course, we have been delighted to receive such inquiries.
The team which represents Hong Kong today, who have done very well in international cricket, is mostly made up of non-Chinese players. Yet, 95% of the Hong Kong population is Chinese. So when we try to get government support, it's vital to demonstrate how many local players are involved in the game. If we have more Chinese people playing cricket, the government will see that the sport is welcomed locally. And then they may go on to provide different resources to us, such as fields and support in coaching.
Conversely, participation in the women's game is already outstanding in Hong Kong, with around 80% of the women's national side made up of Chinese players. There's also a strong domestic setup for the women's game here. With the men's game languishing behind, the HKCA has created its own Chinese development side, the Pioneers.
The key question is, how can we increase the numbers of local Chinese people participating in the sport? Well, we have been making some big developments. For example, we now organise local training classes for Hong Kong Chinese people. And we go into schools where we have provided professional coaching free of charge. We can also provide training facilities. Assisting schools is vital, as we hope for the sport to become part of the curriculum.
But perhaps more important than elite success is the furthering of those values with which William Drew Braidwood first established his club 120 years ago. The all-Chinese side's principal aim remains the same: to encourage respect, discipline and friendship through the sport of cricket.
What I see most enjoyably is the camaraderie in the sense of purpose, and they're getting better and better. And now today you witnessed Craig and Gower's side playing the Hong Kong Cricket Association's Chinese development team, and the outcome reasonably close. And you had basically 22 guys having a very good time, and all doing it in the same language, which is special, which is very special.